Hey guys, Michael here, Power and Focus Fitness. This is day one of HIIT For Beginners. This is basically just 15 minutes of HIIT training, nothing too strenuous. Got some of the harder exercises, but then we've got some easier alternatives to help you guys out. This day one is the full body burn. So it's going to be 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. And then we're going to do 4 exercises and have a 1-minute break. So let's get into it. Starting at 30 seconds, and we're going to be starting with jump squats, so coming down and up, like so. If you need to, just come down into a squat. Even if you can only do a little range of motion, that's fine. Just come down as low as you can, taking it easy. And of course, if you can do the jump squats, just keep them going. So taking 30 seconds. Our next one's going to be push-ups. So everyone knows their standard push-up. The alternative will be a knee push, so doing the push-ups on your knees. So basically, just coming down and like so, or just do normal push-ups for as long as you can, and then just come down into your knees and then finish off like that. So we'll be starting again in 3, 2, and 1. Rightio, so down on the ground. As I said, just doing what you can. If you have to, just come down onto your knees, like so. So our next one will be mountain climbers. So basically with the mountain climber coming down into the ground, and you'll be going like that. If need be, just go slower. Just get used to doing that motion if you like, or just keep the pace up. And we'll be starting in 3, 2, and 1. Back down. I find just keeping an eye on your breath is always the better part to do. Just keep breathing. Try not to hold your breath. Coming up out of that one. Now we're coming into a plank. Once again, you'll just have your normal elbow plank, or if need be, just come down onto your knees. This will be the last exercise of the round, and then we'll have a minute break. So we'll be starting again in 3, 2, and 1, and coming down into that plank. I'm also structuring this workout for small spaces. So perfect for little areas. So sort of can't really say you're not able to do any workouts because you don't have the room. I'm basically using my body, my height is basically my room. That's what I'm using. I could be in a little box right now, and that's all I need to use. So grab yourself a drink, keep yourself moving if you can. If you're that energetic, keep yourself motivated. So we're getting back into it in 20 seconds. So another 10 seconds. Hopefully you've had a drink by now. So 3, 2, 1. Back into those jump squats. Remembering, just going into squat if you need to. Come down as low as you can, or just do little ones. It's perfectly fine. So once again, going into a push-up, or the alternative, just going into the push-up position and then coming down to your knees and just taking your time. It'll all get it easier. So don't be too stressed if you find it a bit difficult at the beginning with. 3, 2, and 1. Coming down and push up. Eventually, if you want to, you can just go faster and count your push-ups and see how many you can do in the 30 seconds. Be coming back into that mountain climber. Except for the jump squats, there is a lot of upper body. So it's all part of HIIT though. I've made sessions up where there's the same body part for 10 rounds, 10 workouts. Horrible. But you build up so much endurance. So starting again now into that mountain climber. Coming up out of that one. Just remember, you can just go a bit slower. And when your endurance gets better, and you get more confident, you start going a lot quicker. So we'll be going into a plank. Last exercise of round 2. So as I say, if you can, keep yourself moving, keep yourself motivated. We're starting in 3, 2, and 1. Coming down into that plank. Remembering, if you need to, just come down onto your knees. Remember to tighten the core. Try and keep your head up. And just bring you through it. There we go. Another minute break. Have yourself a drink of water. Wipe a bit of the sweat off. So only got the one more round. Be starting again in 35 seconds. So another 20 seconds. If there's anything you'd like to see in any of my videos, or even if there's any questions you want to ask about health and nutrition, I'm happy to, or exercises, I'm happy to look into it for you and find out some information. So starting out in 3, 2, and 1. Coming back down to those jump squats. It's good to learn how to breathe with your training, because it does make a huge difference with how many reps you're able to achieve. So push-ups, don't forget about the alternatives if you need to do the alternatives. Just keep yourself moving. And we're starting again in 3, 2, and 1. Coming down to the floor, those push-ups. As I said, go as quick as you can. Count those reps and then see if you can beat them next time. Going into mountain climbers or slow mountain climbers, and we're almost finished. We'll be done in a minute and a half, not even that, which is pretty good. It's 15 minutes out of your day, so just think about that if you're having about a 16-hour day. So 3, 2, and 1. And those mountain climbers, as I said, you get more confident, you build up endurance, start going quicker, and there are different variances you can do as well, but I'll start doing them in other videos. Coming up out of that one, we've only got under a minute to go, then we're done with round 3, and we're done with the exercise. So we're starting again in about 10 seconds. So 3, 2, and 1, and whoop, coming down to that plank. Remember, keep the core tight, keep your head up, concentrate on your breathing. Rightio guys, that's it. Day 1, HIIT for beginners, for small spaces. So basically, well done, good job. Remember to do your warm-up beforehand. You don't want to hurt yourself doing this stuff. Even years down the track, you don't want to hurt yourself. You progress so far, a little injury, and you can stuff everything up. So after this video, remember to do the cool down. It's about another 5 to 10 minutes. So I'll let you guys go. Any comments would be appreciated. Like and subscribe. We all start somewhere and you can get there. Thanks guys. Have a good night. See you later.